Ho, ho, ho. What up, what up, what up? It's yours truly, Mr. TALIAFERRO. My annual Christmas giveaway is on the way. Last year we did it on YouTube. This year we're going to do it on my Instagram account. So if you want to win AirPods, gift cards, and a lot of other stuff, you want to make sure you're following me on Instagram at itsmrtaliaferro. You're in the running to potentially win some AirPods and a lot of cool gifts this holiday season. Enjoy the video. What's going on? It's yours truly. Just say it with me. They call me Mr. TALIAFERRO. How's everybody doing out there? Quickly. Russell Simmons has done a lot of great things for people, but he is accused of some very serious stuff. There are multiple women who claim back in the day Russell Simmons made them do things against their will in regards to rapes, forcibly assaulting them, all type of stuff that Russell Simmons is accused of. He denies it. He doesn't deny that he was a different person back then, but he denies making women do stuff against their will. Oprah has decided to sign on and do a documentary that's going to interview a couple of these women. One specific woman that has a lot of stories about Russell Simmons. Oprah has decided to sign on and do a documentary that will talk about these alleged incidents involving Russell Simmons. Obviously, at some point in time, Oprah Winfrey and Russell Simmons were friends, and now it looks like she's going to be possibly a person that could potentially get Russell Simmons locked up if this documentary picks up enough steam. There are a lot of people out there saying, yo, Oprah, how come you continue to do documentaries revolving around some of our black actors, black musicians, black creators, and you're not really necessarily touching white creators like your friend Harvey Weinstein, who's been accused of doing some very nasty stuff as well. 50 Cent was somebody who called out Oprah on his social media account the other day, and then Russell Simmons, he came right behind 50 Cent and said some things to Oprah as well. 50 said, I don't understand why Oprah is going after black men. No Harvey Weinstein, no Epstein, just Michael Jackson and Russell Simmons. This shit is sad. Gayle hit R. Kelly with the Death Blow documentary. Every time I hear Michael Jackson, I don't know whether to dance or to think about little boys' butts. These documentaries are publicly convicting their targets. It makes them guilty till proven innocent. And Russell Simmons came right behind 50 with his own statement after finding out that Oprah will be producing a documentary that will not shine him in the most positive of lights. Russell said, "Dearest Oprah, you have been a shining light to my family and my community, contributing so much to my life that I couldn't list a fraction of it in this blog. I have given you the gift of meditation and the groundbreaking book, The Power of Now. We bonded, to say the least. This is why it's so troubling that you choose me to single out in your recent documentary. I have already admitted to being a playboy, more appropriately titled today a womanizer, sleeping with and putting myself in more compromising situations than almost any man I know. Not 8 or 14,000 like Warren Beatty or Will Chamberlain, but still an embarrassing number. So many that some could reinterpret or reimagine a different recollection of the same experiences. Please note that your producer said that this upcoming doc was to focus only on 3 hand-chosen women. I have refused to get in the mud with any accusers, but let's acknowledge what I have shared. I have taken and passed 9 3-hour lie detector tests taken for my daughters, that these stories have been passed on by CNN, NBC, BuzzFeed, New York Post, New York Magazine, and others. Now that you have reviewed the facts, and you should have learned what I know, that these stories are unusable and that hurt people hurt people. Today I received a call from an old girlfriend from the early 1980s, which means that they are using my words evidence against me and their commitment. All of the claims are 25 to 40 years old. It is impossible to prove what happened 40 years ago, but in my case, proof exists of what didn't happen. Mostly signed letters from their own parents, siblings, roommates, band members, interns, and in the case of 2 of your 3 accusers, their own words in their own books. Shocking how many people have misused this important, powerful revolution for relevance and documentary flavor of love. In closing, I am guilty of exploiting, supporting, and making the soundtrack for a grossly unequal society, but I have never been violent or forced myself on anyone. Still, I am here to support a necessary shift in power and consciousness. Let us get to work on uplifting humanity and put this moment and old narrative behind us. Again, that is Russell Simmons in response to Oprah agreeing to do a documentary that will interview about 2 to 3, as you heard Russ say, 2 to 3 women who claim Russell Simmons forced himself upon them many years ago. What y'all think about all this? Y'all let me know in the comment box below. Is Oprah Winfrey clout chasing? That sounds crazy to even put in words. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment box below. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
All the kids, they tuned in. We locked in right now, Mr. Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
Watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV.